Hey there, welcome back to the Morning Brew where we start our day inspired. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. I don't have any quote or any framework or really any topic prepared to talk with you today, but I realized the other day that there's something that I haven't shared with you. And I don't know why I haven't talked about it on the podcast because for the last few weeks, I've been talking about it with friends, with family. I've been sharing in social media. And again, for some reason, I haven't talked about it here. And I want to talk to you about it today. And that is, I wrote a book. Yes, I wrote a book. I'm still getting used to saying that out loud, honestly, because this is something that has been on my bucket list for years. And it's finally happening. Finally, I've been able to hold on my hands a book that was written by me. It's been a journey. While it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, it is a project that I have started and stopped and restart and scratch all together so many times. And I had so many limiting beliefs preventing me from getting to this point. And it makes me feel super proud of the fact that I broke through all those limiting beliefs to be able to be here now and say, officially, I wrote a book. And soon I will be publishing a book. The book is going to come live September 5th, which is my birthday. That is going to be my gift to myself on my birthday. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about what this book is about. First of all, the book, it's called The 9 People You Need in Your Career Squad: How to Build the Relationships That Drive Every Career Breakthrough. And if you've been listening to the show for any length of time, you might have heard me talk about a lot of the things that will be on the book. Here's where it all started. I've been in my career for more than 20 years, and while I always have believed that I am in the driver's seat of my career, and that's what the book is about. The fact that you are in a road trip. Your career is like a road trip and you're in the driver's seat always. You choose the destination. You decide when to accelerate, when to slow down, when to change the route entirely. The career you're building is yours. But no great driver does it alone. Even Formula One champions have a pit crew. So the book is built around 9 people, 9 relationships, 9 types of relationship energy, really, that every career needs to thrive. I call them personas because the same person can play multiple roles and the roles shift over time. This isn't about finding 9 specific people and filling 9 specific slots. It's about understanding the 9 distinct kinds of support and building them with intention instead of leaving it to chance. So I want to walk you through like 30-second view of what these 9 personas are, which you can find in the book. In fact, every chapter of the book is dedicated to one of these personas. It starts with the mentor. The mentor is like your GPS, is someone who has traveled a road similar to yours and shares what they've learned. Not to tell you what to do, but to help you navigate what lies ahead. Then there is the coach. It's like your personal trainer. They don't give you answers, but they help you find your own answers. They work on you, on the gaps between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Then there's the sponsor. It's like your turbo boost. They're talking about you in rooms you haven't been invited into yet or you're not part of. And that can change the trajectory of your career in ways that nothing else can. This is one persona I'm very passionate about, the one that I talked a lot about in the book, even in the introduction, and there's a chapter dedicated to it. And I've been very lucky that I've had all 9 personas in my career squad through my career. But I know the sponsor is one that a lot of people miss. And I've been very lucky because I have several of them in my career. Then there's the role model. It's like your North Star. They show you what's possible before you believe it's possible for you. And here's the thing about role models, they don't even need to know you in order to be your role model. Then there's the connector. It's your like road network. They're all about relationships, right? They think in terms of relationships versus transactions. They bring the right people together, often without any benefit for themselves. Then another role I'm very passionate about because it's been key in my own career journey is the critic. It's your dashboard warning light. It's the one who tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This person tells you what everyone else is thinking, but they won't say. And I have, again, a whole chapter on why this is the relationship most people get wrong. Then we have the trusted peer, is like your co-pilot, the one next to you in the car. They understand your terrain because they're navigating something very similar. They understand what you're going through. You can talk about anything and they get it. Then there's the cheerleader. It's like your fuel. Not empty encouragement, but specific, evidence-based belief of someone who has watched you over time and is certain about what you're capable of. And last but not least, the friend. The one who knew you before any of this, right? Any of your career, your promotions, your moves, and someone who will also be there after, who reminds you you are more than what you're doing. Again, 9 personas, 1 squad, your road. That's what the book is about. I want to tell you something about writing this book that I haven't really talked yet about, and it's the fact that it's the most personal thing that I've ever made. You know, every chapter has a real person in it. I share my own personal stories, and then I share stories from people that I have coached over the years, of course, changing names and all of that to protect the privacy of the people that I have supported over the years. But they're all real. They're all real. I might change the name of the person or the industry or the role, but the through line, the story, they're all real stories. You know, in the book, I talk about some of my own personal stories. I talk about the sponsor I had in Honduras at the very beginning of my career, who put my name in a room and who took a personal risk in promoting me to a role that I was not prepared for, not ready for. Or the mentor in Mexico who taught me how to learn a company. Or the coach who asked me the questions that I had been avoiding in order to help me get my team to be a high-performing team. Or my childhood friend who has known me across 4 countries and almost 4 decades, and who holds the version of me that has nothing to do with any title or any achievement. You know, I wrote this book because I believe with everything that I have that your talent alone will not take you as far as your talent plus the right people around you can. I've lived that. I've watched it in hundreds of people that I have helped, whether through mentoring engagements or coaching. And I've watched what happens when people leave it to chance versus building it with intention. And in the book, I give you pragmatic tips. And in the book, I give you pragmatic tips on how to build your career squad. And not only how to build it, but how to engage with it, how to take the most advantage of every persona in your career squad. The difference is real, and you deserve to know how to build it. So here's what I want to ask you today. First, the book is now available for pre-order right now. It comes out September 5th. The Kindle version is available for pre-order. The printed version will be released the week of September 5th. If anything you've heard today lands with you, if you ever felt like you're navigating your career more alone than you should, please pre-order the book. The link is on the show notes. It takes 30 seconds. It's only $9.99, and it means the world to a first-time author, more than I can explain. The second is I'm building a launch team, a small group of people who will get early access to the chapters before the book goes public, plus some exclusive bonus content, including a private podcast episode that I'm recording just for the launch group, and a free VIP ticket to Thrive 2026. This is my annual conference, which is happening at the same time as the book is launching. So if you want to be part of that, the link to join is also on the show notes. I would love to see you be one of the first people who reads the book, who gives me your opinion, who gets to experience all the things that are inside the book. You have been part of this show for a while, and it just feels right to invite you to be part of this too. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for listening to the show, for all the messages you send, for all the ways you show up in this community. You are part of my squad, and I hope this book becomes part of yours. Drive well. I'll see you next week.